If you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you get all the latest videos. Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to make a matrix type of title effect. So let's start. So first we'll create a new composition. We'll call it text, and the duration will be 7 seconds long, and frame rate is 29.97, and as usual full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel. Then hit OK. After that, what we'll do, we'll write text. So go to your type tool and make sure the type tool is vertical, not horizontal. So we'll write, just write something. It's up to you. Something, anything, it's up to you. So it doesn't matter. So here is our run. I'm just writing it up as our values will change. So it will be here, and the layer will be 3D, so that make sure it is 3D. And I have used Unisense thin caps. This is one of my favorite font, and it is free to download. Now what I'll do, I will animate it. So I'll go to animate, then click on character offset. So here is your value. Then I will just pick a random value, for example 20. As you can see, it is changing. Characters are changing randomly. So hit Alt on your keyboard, then click on the stopwatch, then you have the expression part. So we're going to use a very basic expression. So we'll write wiggle parentheses, it will be 1, 1000. And again parentheses, then click just anywhere else. What you'll see random character movement, and characters are changing. So this is your first text. So after using the expression, what we'll do, we'll right click on it, then pre-compose this text layer, and make sure we have this option on, move all attributes into the new composition, then hit OK. So why I'm doing this, basically if you do it with your just text layer, you cannot really apply the mask effect, the effect we are looking for. So take your rectangle mask tool, then draw it from here, and it should look something like this. If I zoom in, you see. Okay, now go to mask, then you have your feather option, and it should look something like this. Okay, so now we have this nice effect here. Now we will basically animate the mask position of it. So what we actually need to do, hit the mask here, because this is our value right now, and go back, and then it will start from here. So the final animation will look something like this, but before we do that, select all these keyframes, right click on a keyframe assistant, then easy ease. Now see, let's see how it looks like. Hit enter to see. If you want to slow down it a bit more, then just move it a bit, so it will be more slower. See? Okay, now we'll take a new camera, go to layer, new, and camera, and we're going to take a 2-node camera, then hit OK, and it will be in 3D. So what we'll do, we'll just duplicate this layer, okay. Now we're duplicating these layers, and I'm going to make sure it is actually falling randomly. So it will be here. Then to make it more random, I will just move it a bit. So it, see? Okay, now we will duplicate more. And duplicate more. So basically what I'm doing right now is just duplicating all these layers as much as possible. So now we need to go to there is a so many views options on After Effects. Then we'll go to 2 views horizontal. So in the 3D space, what we can see. So we'll just just change the value and randomize the position of them. So hit P on your keyboard. So as you can see, so we'll randomize all these layers. And we'll duplicate more layers. Hit B on your keyboard so that you can see. Then duplicate this one again. I'll go to one view, and from the top view you can see this one, for example this one. You can also move all these layers from here. See? So from our right section we'll also move around all these layers. So I will just go to one view and see. Okay. Okay, so we need more layers from here, and this layer I want to bring it down a bit. No, it's right there, it's perfect. This one. So it's better. I'll hit P on the keyboard, then yeah, that looks better. And I will duplicate this layer, hit P on my keyboard. So more layers you have, the more layers you will have, the more good looking the animation will be. But make sure it is fine, not too much. So I'll again duplicate this layer, bring that a bit down, and move it behind. So, and what I also do, I will just randomize this timing of it so that we have some random effect. So if we want, we can also add more text layers here. So now we'll go to the project, then create a new composition. I'll call it the main comp. And here is our main comp, and we'll take the horizontal tab tool, and we'll call this matrix, this word matrix. So now what we'll do, we'll basically animate our camera to get a matrix type of fields. So go to your camera, and so it's falling. Okay, they're falling. Okay, so I'm in the 2 second right now. Okay, no, let's take it 2 second 15 frames. Then hit the stopwatch of the Z rotation, because as I will rotate the Z rotation of it, and also the position and point of interest if we need it. Then it starts from here. Okay, so what I'll do, I will also I'll basically start rotating the Z axis. So it will look something like this. So, and I want a zoom in effect. So I'll go to the first frame where it will start rotating. I'll keyframe these parts and come back here and hit C in my keyboard to zoom in. So as you can see, why I was actually duplicating text layers. So more you do, it will look more better. Okay, let's see. Or you can just skip this part, for example the rotation of it. Okay, so we'll just animate this part. and it should be 0. So if we want, we can add more layers. For example, this one, I will bring it here. Hit P in my keyboard, then okay, put it here. Okay, and yeah, this one also. I will duplicate this layer, then bring this one here and this one a bit here. Okay, now let's see. And I will select all the keyframes, go to keyframe assistant, easy ease. So let's see. Okay, nice. It looks nice. So it's up to you. You can add more layers. So now I'll go to new adjustment layer, then effects, go to stylize, then glow, and I'll duplicate the glow and bring up the radius a bit so that we have a sci-fi type of feel. And you can change your fonts, it's up to you. I think this one to me looks futuristic, so I'm using this one. So here is our main comp, and now I want to animate the main title here. Go to the text and click on the drop down, go to animate, then click on tracking. Okay, so it will look something like this. Hit the stopwatch, then okay, I'll bring it here a bit so it starts from okay 10, and after 10 frame it will be 0. So from this to this, right click on it, keyframe assistant, easy ease, then we'll go to animate, character offset again, hit the stopwatch, go back here, and it will look something like this. Okay, now see, and right click on it, keyframe assistant, easy ease. So I'll bring these layers a bit further and also add another effect. Hit the opacity, okay, hit the opacity and here, and make it 0 so that we have a nice transition. And I'll bring this one a bit from here so that we have some sort of evolution going on. Okay, so it will look something like this. I want to slow it down a bit. More slow. So now I'll go to matrix, text again, go to effect, generate four color gradient. I'll give some sort of effect here. White, this portion a bit gray, this portion white, gray. Okay, and we'll create a new solid. Control Y on your keyboard, hit OK, bring it back, then go to effect, four color gradient. So it's up to you. You can use ramp. I'm using four color gradient so that I can make something different, I believe. And this one, okay, nice. So now what we'll do, we have our background, then our title comes in. So now we have done our matrix part here, and we have the glow effect. We can also add more effects here. So if you add more text layers, it will take more render time, but right now this, I think it looking nice. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on the text composition, then bring it here. So what, see, so here is our animation. So this is how you can animate or make your matrix type of effect. It's up to you how you can make it. You can also add more effects like optical flares and particles, as I have shown in my other tutorials. So if you add those effects, it will look much more better. So this is how you can create your scene. Thanks for watching, and create your own matrix.